Oh, yeah, I got the key wrong. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So, we are all the way up to, oh man, we're up to the last resort. Alright, well. Okay. Haruo and Richter rescue Mayu Chozawa and interrogate her along with Takumi Yumioka. Yet they fail to gain any particularly useful information about the curse bearers. They decide to return to Harue's home when... When what? Haruo Shigima, 5 p.m. What, like, her son just appears or something? We've received an update on the hostage situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who announced his intent to commit mass murder in Sumida City today had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run, but was found by the police in a park in Sumida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its whereabouts are currently unknown. Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues. Interesting. If it's being reported on the news, then that lends credence to her story. Plot. Okay, she's just here. I wonder what her intentions are. How is she able to act like nothing happened? Is this how girls are these days? He was quite shaken just moments ago, but he seems better now. You'd think it'd be harder for him to keep his cool. Anyway, I should ask about her side of the story. Alright. Alright, Ayame.
Well, it's just like I said, right?
The female hostage mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Nejima with your own curse stone?
Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came to take you up on that offer.
What are you planning?
Me? Well, obviously, I'm on to my last resort.
Cut myself into pieces? This is your last resort? So, you're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right?
Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taiko of Sugaru.
Then why go after other people's curse stones?
Because killing people is bad, you know? Don't you think so too?
You're right, it's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection.
Right? And it's not even 1-for-1, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul dregs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse. The world's gone soft. With no one mercilessly using their curse in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters into my own hands.
I heard Namigaki, that young man you were with, used his curse stone too.
Huh? How do you know that? Creepy much? Are you stalking me?
I may have heard it from a detective I know.
Ugh, there it is. Cops. Bet you know a bunch. I know your type. People who boast just because they know a couple of cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum.
My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the Force.
Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You gonna explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated.
Right. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm...
No. No, thank you.
This fucking bitch.
Oh, can we kill her? Richter!
I'm looking into your beautiful eyes, Richter. Please let me kill him. Kill her. Please let me kill her.
So, what were we talking about again? Oh, right, Yutaro Namigaki. He's no good, honestly. He was such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse. And even then, he was pissing his pants. And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's a disappointment. So that's what happened. Which is why I figured I had to do it myself, if I wanted to get it done right, you know? That's why my last resort is collecting soul dregs on my own.
I don't like you. I don't care. I don't care if you're Tsutsumi's daughter. I don't like you. Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk as strangers.
Is it? And are you okay telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please.
She has the one-sided read. The less she knows about us, the better.
Well, I am Harue Shigima, and this is my house. My father and husband are both with the police.
Is that so? Then you know that cops are just the worst people, right?
Well, there are certainly many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it, no matter what happens.
God, I know, right? What a relief, you understand. I think we might get along.
Well, I'm glad then.
And I'm Richter Kai, private investigator.
Did I ask? But, you're an investigator? So your job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you keep probing with all these questions? Ew.
I guess there's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you got of me.
Hey, lady, why are you working with this dude?
I asked him to look into something for me.
Really? It's just that he keeps looking this way.
Isn't your father a police officer as well?
That man is not my father. Not name or deed.
Sounds like there's some bad blood there.
I have already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today and still refused to help me.
You met him today?
Yes, today. Remember that Chief Tsutsumi who was chasing Nejima? Well, that's him, my dad.
What? You're his daughter?
Former daughter. I've cut ties. He's never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title.
You know, I heard something about that Nejima guy. Apparently he wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Tsutsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter.
Wait, really?
And I heard the police had been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody. So that explains why the police were staking out your place, too.
Man, how could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, hold on a minute. Doesn't that mean that Nejima was specifically after my life today?
That sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unscathed, or rather, managed to turn the tables on him.
Oh, that means legally speaking it was self-defense. But that truly was quite frightening. To think I'd have to go through this just to be related to a cop? It's a disgrace.
It truly is. To cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. You're not the one that needs to apologize, lady.
I'm sorry. It just reminded me of what happened to my son.
Your son? What happened?
My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see.
What? How awful! That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. That must have been your son, huh? My condolences.
I am so... Richter, Richter, I don't trust this girl. Richter, stop letting me talk to her. You talk to her. Fuck, I don't want to talk to her.
Now that I think about it, although we've met a few times, I didn't even know your name. I guess we're more like acquaintances now.
I don't like you. You know my address? You know my name? I think... What was the other... What is the other kill condition for, Oops, that is not what I want. What's the other kill condition? For the one-sided read. It doesn't give it to me, you fucker. But I saw the ending. Come on, man.
So, when you were taken hostage by Nejima, you used the curse stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway?
Well, yeah. I didn't really have time to think on it. At the time, I only thought of how to get out of there.
Then, what about now? Could you use it again? Your curse stone?
Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but it's evening now. So I tried using the curse just now and, yep, it seems I activated it.
What? You're using it now?
It might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. But I think I could get it to work once more.
Oh, that's so.
Sure is, so I'll give you a final warning. It's already started, so be careful,
It's started? What started?
The curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled.
Great. Awesome. Richter! I told you! I told you, man! Calm down, man. If using a curse, one would target a curse bearer. Saves immediately. I hadn't even considered it. Would it be possible to use my stone as well now? If it's already active, does that mean we'll die the second we trip her conditions? Her proclamation meant she thinks I'm a curse bearer. Did she find out? Or is this a trick to get me to admit it? She activated her curse? The curse stones can be used already? I let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening. Ma'am, please calm down. What should I do? Should I keep her talking? Whoa! Okay. Well, first, let's see, do you have a light on you?
No, instead of talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady?
Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed.
Well, yeah, around last night, it was a little too obvious. Judging by your dress, I'm guessing you've got the haunting clappers?
Yes, that's right.
There's a lot of soul dregs on the table for killing a curse bearer, you know.
I am well aware.
Did you get soul dregs when you killed Nejima?
Of course, his curse stone already contains some soul dregs as well. I think killing one more curse bearer will be enough for the rite.
You can combine soul dregs across several stones?
Correct. All it needs is the prerequisite amount. As long as you've got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you get them from.
I see. Then, you won't mind if I took them, right?
My, lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you?
Ma'am?
What is your wish, IMA?
Oh my god, it's giving me the option. Do I kill her? Apparently I can just kill her, right? Maybe we can talk her down. Should I? Ah, fuck.
What is your wish, IMA? Is it really to resurrect Katsushika Hokusai?
Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his.
The most sane art student is sitting right in front of us. Chad, if you can hear me. Should we try to talk her down? Or should we kill her? I feel like if we kill her, we'll get a bad ending. Like, really bad. I don't think killing her is supposed to be our intention here. Because there's a way to, like, prevent the cycle, right? And we just have to wait until they find the talismans. But oh my god.
Including my own.
You're saying you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hokusai back to life?
Not all life is equal. At least, not to me. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone that can't produce a thing, has no value.
That's unhinged.
I gotta take this image for Mina.
I'm still young, it's the age for wild thoughts. But aren't you the same as me?
What?
Hey Soul, what's up? Yeah, we are we can pull the trigger whenever we want. I think it's baiting us. I don't think we're supposed to kill Ayame. I think she's the one that is possessed by Ashino.
You've got a life more important than your own.
I'm doing good, doing good.
A life you consider more important than the lives of many others. That's what you're doing it all for, isn't it?
You're right. If I can save my son, I couldn't care less about my life or the lives of others.
Who's unhinged now?
I'm a mother.
It is what it is. It is what it is, she said. Alright. I can fix Haruwe, guys. Just give me some time. I'm working in the kitchen right now.
Dang, the feelings of a proper parent are something else.
Your father, the chief inspector. I met him not too long ago.
Oh, really?
He came off a little stiff and awkward.
There's a surprise.
But there was something charming about his seriousness, and it seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter.
Please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into other families' affairs. Though, he may as well be a stranger to me now.
Even if you've cut legal ties, you're still related by blood.
We're not related at all.
Huh?
He probably thought that I had never noticed it, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood.
So, you were adopted?
Well, I got curious, so I looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. All they did was raise me. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. If it was for her sake that he did it, I was just a substitute. A replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself.
He didn't discuss it?
Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. So, any baby would have been fine, as long as it could have comforted the woman who hoped to become a mother.
Putting it in such a way, it's not easy to raise a child.
My mother was bewildered. Wouldn't you be? After being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own? But she couldn't just abandon the baby either. Yet, my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He's so damn selfish. The two of them grew apart. I watched them try and figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell you. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for that rift to begin with.
You shouldn't say that.
I know he's bad at expressing himself, and he has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. But knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. Just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? I don't want him to start acting like he's my father now just because he's doing the minimum.
I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like it was tough for all of you. I'm sorry. You're right. It's not my place to talk about your family.
Well, I may have said too much. To think I spilled all that when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be that you were talking? Could it be what we were talking about had something to do with the activation conditions for the haunting clappers?
Who knows?
Yeah, you fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. Yeah. I don't trust this woman.
But if that's your wish, then what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish?
Oh, I haven't thought of it. I might just keep on trying to bring Hokusai back some other way.
You really are obsessed. You and Hihaku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth.
Who's that?
She's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned to yokai-level proportions.
You're saying I'll end up like her?
Are you looking forward to such a future?
I'd rather not have to wait till I'm old and creaking. I want it to happen now.
Hey, what do we say? There's no point negotiating. I think we should just keep her talking.
How did you kill Fumichika Nejima?
I'm not telling you.
I only ask because it does concern me. He was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped.
There's not much to say. We talked, and he cleared the conditions for my stone.
Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes?
It didn't feel like he did, no.
I see.
The world is full of trash men, I tell you.
I agree.
It's okay, Haruo. The man across the table's a good one. Hey, Queen. I saw your tweet earlier.
Denouncing that all men are trash, I would like to say that I agree too.
You got any tobacco?
Do you smoke?
Huh? Well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want to.
Feel free to smoke if you want to, please.
I am okay. I don't see any ashtrays out on display either. Does no one smoke in his family?
A little rare, isn't it? No one in the family does.
Then why did you ask me if I did all of a sudden?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
in a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Nejima's mass murder schemes.
About that. There's no guarantee that I won't do it myself.
She's unhinged. Holy shit, dude. The most sane art student.
Huh?
I picked up his curse stone in the one-sided read. It really is something else. Unfortunately, I can't use a curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night.
Really? Are you okay with telling me that?
Ah, how silly of me. I let that slip.
I don't think I can fix Ayame. I can fix Haruwe, though. For sure, for sure.
I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai.
Listen, Ayame. I have something to ask of you.
Nope. The answer is no.
The curse stone in your possession.
I'm not giving it up.
You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up. And neither am I.
You know full well, right? That there's no room left for negotiation here.
You're right. There's not.
Okay. I'm being forced. Help me. Help me. I don't want to take this shot. I think this is a forced.
Ah! Did you just try to use your curse just now? It seems I didn't meet your curse's conditions. I wonder if that was smart to secretly toss the lighter I was carrying earlier.
When did?
You made a mistake when you decided to ask me about smoking. If a source of fire is the condition of your stone, then you won't see me falling for it now. You wasted your chance with all this chatter. All you needed to do was activate your curse first. I brought everything Nejima had on him, including the lighter he was holding. But it's over now.
Yes, I concede.
It's over, dude. It's Jover. Jowarida, dude.
Alrighty. With your cards on the table, you're out of options. It might be possible for Mr. Investigator there to pin me down by force. But he's not going to do that, is he?
Correct. I won't take that risk. Not while your curse's conditions are unknown.
Coward.
I came to kill you and acquire your soul dregs, but after hearing you out, I got a question for you. Why don't you just give up on the right of resurrection? You said it was your son, right? The one you wanted to bring back? But haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son is content knowing you cared for him this much. I'm truly willing to die to resurrect Hokusai, but you can't say the same, right? If you're going to bring your son back, you have to be alive as well, right? In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right?
Yes.
Well, even if you both live to see it, your son would grow up knowing you for who you are, someone who stole the lives of others to bring him back. You would be putting the burden of shouldering all the lives sacrificed for him on his little shoulders. Are you really okay with that? If you didn't even think about that, then what you're doing is not for your son. It's for yourself. Aren't you just bringing him back to fulfill your own desires?
Okay, wait. IMA is like spitting some facts right now at her. I think she needs to hear this. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, IMA, you cook it a little bit.
That's not...
Ma'am, what she's saying may be harsh, but holds a kernel of truth. Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son.
But... that's not...
We discovered the truth behind his kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to come to understand your own feelings. I'll help you every step of the way. Getting to the heart of things is what an investigator does.
What will you do?
Ma'am, if you relinquish the curse stone to a curse bearer, you will no longer be a curse bearer. You won't be a target anymore. IMA is giving you a chance. Think hard, and then give your answer. Oh, fuck. We have to. We gotta move on. All our cards are on the table. We have no other options. She's got the upper hand on us. And we're trying to fix Haruwe. We're trying to fix her. Fuck. Okay. You know, what if her curse conditions is giving up the stone? Oh, fuck, what do we do? Give up the stone or don't? I feel like regardless of which one we choose, we'd probably die. I'm gonna give it up. No, I don't even think it's like like that. I think it might be like if she's like able to like even touch the curse stone. Here, give it up.
Very well. Here.
Thanks. Glad you could see reason.
Ma'am, you made the right choice.
Dang, you really didn't collect any soul dregs, huh?
I promised myself that if I ever used it, it would be only once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers.
So they only need to be carrying a flame? That seems pretty practical. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. There's no point in going after you for the soul dreg, so I'm off to the next curse bearer.
Do you know who remains? You speak as if you've already figured it out.
I've got a pretty good idea from our talk. What will you do? Do you plan to stop me?
Not my place to intervene. That's right, Richter, that's right. This is not your lane. Not my lane, not my problem. That's what I'm talking about.
Alright then. Hey, lady, can I borrow your phone?
I don't mind. But who are you calling?
The cops? I think it'd be faster if I called them directly.
Or no, or uh-oh, chat, ooh, uh-oh, uh-oh. The conclusion! Uh-oh! Wait, this didn't crack. Hold on, I wanna try again. I wanna see what happens if I don't slip up with the fucking smoke thing. Cause her timeline isn't finished. Are you a curse bearer? Let's see, we'll do the introductions. Nani? You're his daughter?
It's evening now.
Why me? I just want to see what happens, chat.
Huh?
Man, please, think this through! Ah! Holy shit.
Ah!
Ma'am! Why?
It was the only way. Richter. Could we settle any outstanding tabs now?
Yeah, sure. Some days later, Haruwe has disappeared. Amamori, you got a moment? Of course, what is it, Mr. Richter? I was just curious. Have you heard of the legend of the mother who prayed to the Sumida River and resurrected her dead child?
What are you on about?
The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in Sumida River, so she then built a mound and continued to pray there until her son somehow emerged from the mound, back from the dead. Or so the legend goes. I heard it's being adapted into a no play, too.
Interesting.
And? Well, it just had me thinking that legends really do exist. Sorry to ask again, but what are you on about?
なるほどね。
I like this song. Ishikawa, Tokumikagawa, Kazuki Yamanaka. This was a this is a longer this is a longer credit sequence than normal. Usually the credit sequences are pretty quick. Do we at least get to see Haruo and her son? Okay. Never mind. It is what it is. Welcome to my office. Might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come in, Ernestine. Say hello. That's it. Good girl. Oh, that boy over there. That must be... Hey, kid. I'm a private investigator. I worked with your mother not too long ago. What's that? You want to be an investigator when you grow up too? That's great. It's so much better than becoming a police officer. Hey, I'm Amori. Don't you tell the kid to give up on his dreams. I think it's a great idea. Why don't you all bring us some tea instead? Pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today? Ending 3, Haruo's Legacy. Yeah, so Haruo ended up dying in that ending. Alright, let me run to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll do this conclusion. It's gonna be awesome, chat. Okay. I am empty. It's time to reload, and we're gonna do the conclusion. Tsutsumi and Eryo continue their investigation, deciding to meet with Ayame Tono to get the bottom of it all. What will be the conclusion to the curses of the 7 mysteries of Honjo? To Seimon and Ashino's intertwined fates. The Sumiter River.
Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How have you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university.
That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just needed money to pay for my tuition.
Huh. Not one to mince words, eh?
You came alone, right?
Yeah, it's just me. You make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for hostages.
I just don't want to get caught, okay?
Never thought I'd see the day that you called the police.
There's something I needed to see you about.
Well, alright then. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's go through things one by one.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to, like, not look at them, because she is, like, surprisingly sharp. The sun is starting to dip down into the horizon. This long, long day is about to end. We don't have to worry about Nejima's threat anymore, but I sure didn't expect this to happen. She sure has changed over the past 3 years. Got a lot more of a grown-up air about her. Hard to believe she's that same little girl who would get omelet all over her face when we took her out to eat. Wait a minute. Is that how far back I have to go for a happy memory together? No wonder she hates me.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Nejima. Are you hurt?
Wow, I didn't expect that from you.
Huh?
I thought you'd just start questioning me before you bothered to ask how I'm doing.
Well, I am still your father.
Oh, maybe boss can handle this after all. I'm fine. I managed to get away somehow or another.
Right. I'm glad. Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Nejima?
And if I did? Would you hide me from the police?
Well, I don't know if I...
That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. Yes, I did it.
You.
I don't think he even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to those gardens, and I realized while he was talking to me that he fulfilled the condition of my curse. So I just gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. So, there's no going back now.
That's not true. You can still make things right before you make them worse.
Then let me say it another way. This is my chance, and I won't throw it away.
Your chance? How is she? Yasuko, I mean.
Mom? I haven't kept in touch with her. I've been on my own this whole time. I'm sure you've reached out to her, though, haven't you?
I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. She's been running around all over the place looking for you.
Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her you'd hear from me?
I did not. Well, I heard you're into nightlife and staying out late these days. Didn't want her to worry more than she already was.
You're one to talk.
Did Nejima say anything to you?
He said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure.
Yeah, not surprised there.
So, I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone.
Harsh.
In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit.
No. Kindred spirit? What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal.
But I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different.
No, you're different.
Am I?
Well, maybe not that different.
But at least you're honest.
I know I haven't been the best father, but I wonder of all the fathers in the world, are there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they'd commit a crime?
How should I know? You're the detective here. You must have seen plenty of cases like that.
Yeah, plenty of parents take the fall for their children, or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe. As a parent, it's the right thing to do.
I don't know. But I think having a father like that would make it easier to go to him for advice if I did do something wrong. Maybe there's a sense of security in knowing that no matter what happened, you'd have at least one person on your side.
I see. So that's what it would take to be on your side. I can't do that.
That's okay. I really wasn't expecting you to.
So, Nejima really didn't tell you anything?
Not really, no.
Why are you willing to go so far for the right of resurrection? What do you want with it?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You'd just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely.
Come on, I wouldn't do that. Maybe together we can think up of a way for you to get what you want without resurrection.
I want to bring back Katsuhika... I want to bring back Katsushika Hokusai back to life.
Hokusai? What? Hokusai, the ukiyo-e artist? That Hokusai? You want to bring him back to life?
That'd be quite the feat, huh?
That's... you... I heard you liked his art, but why would you do something so stupid?
See? The only time I ever felt there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of ukiyo-e. Though I'm sure you never noticed.
Really? I had no idea.
It saved me. Hokusai is the reason I'm still alive today.
I didn't know you felt so hopeless.
You would only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. From the moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew that was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy.
You're really serious about this.
Dude, I can't believe this whole game. I can't believe this whole game's about daddy issues.
You have a curse stone, don't you?
I do.
You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would you? The police will handle any damages the curse caused. Now, before you do any more wrong with it.
I'm not giving it up.
Of course not. Me being a curse bearer, are you after my life?
That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition for my curse is met, I'll use it. No hesitation.
Or do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have?
3. Not that it matters.
3, huh?
We're still missing information about the Whispering Canal. I'm not handing them over.
Can I ask you one more thing? Do you know anything about the talisman Michio Shiraishi had?
Michio Shiraishi?
From the car crash you were in with that Namigaki guy.
Oh, with Yutaro. Yeah, it was there.
Yutaro? That sounds like... So you and him were... I mean...
Not really. He was kind of a boring guy.
What? You're serious? But he said...
Ah, you're getting off track, Mr. Sutsumi. The talisman. Get back to the talisman. We shouldn't have relied on him for this.
Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But with the hit-and-run case on top of everything, you're really in deep.
Is that really what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, no! Tell me about the talisman. Did you take it from the scene?
You mean this?
That's it.
I picked it up at the scene of the crash. Didn't want to leave fingerprints behind.
That's all? There's really no other reason?
What's the big deal? Is it really that special, this old thing?
Yeah, it's real important. Would you mind giving it to me?
Important? For what?
For putting a stop to the curses of the 7 mysteries. Why would you say that, dude?
Oh. So, that means if I give you the talisman, I won't be able to use the right. Then no way. I'm definitely keeping it.
Ugh, I screwed that one up.
Mr. Satsumi, you really can't do any better than that? Come on, the talisman!
Will you give me the talisman?
What? No way. I can't lose the right. I think I've let you talk enough. Mind letting me have a turn?
By all means.
You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you?
Okay, so far, we've been truthful, and things have worked out. I think we should be truthful in this case.
Well, sure. You can't live as long as I have without having a secret or two.
Of course you try to dodge the question. Now, then, let me tell you about how my curse stone, the Taiko of Sugaru, works.
What?
My curse bludgeons to death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. So, if you try to cover something up that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. With that in mind, can I ask you one more time?
I get it. Why you wanted to see me. Then let me tell you one thing first. The Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie.
What? How is that fair? And you'd use that curse on me?
As an officer of the law, it's inexcusable. But as a parent with a duty to his child, I have no other choice.
Are you threatening me? Do you really think that's enough to convince me to do as you say?
I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I suggest you try not to lie.
Go ahead then. If I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm gonna ask. If you're trying to hide it now, you really will die. Am I your real daughter? I'm just a baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? And you could never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept hiding it. Still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? You won't like the truth, so you won't admit it. That's my real parent. That my real parent is the man I was just with.
Ayame! Is that all you have to say? Then I only have one answer for you. You are, honestly and truly, our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less.
Even now, you're still trying to hide it? Why? Are you really that stupid? Boss! Boss! Why? Is your pride worth dying for? I should have known. Why? Why go this far to hide it?
Ayame, listen.
Huh? You... How? Holy shit.
Ayame, be proud.
No matter what happens, you are our precious daughter.
No way. How are you still alive?
I don't know what that piece of shit Nejima filled your head with. But you're not Shino. And you're not Ashino either. You're our daughter, Ayame Tsutsumi. Right. I guess it's Tono now. Well, that's fine too. Tsutsumi, Tono, both will always be part of who you are.
What? Why are you doing this? That's not true. The curse proves that it's not.
Surely, you probably don't have many memories of us playing together. And I did leave everything at home to your mom. And I was barely ever there for you. Even so, when I was working, no matter how grisly a crime scene I was at, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it.
Why? Why say all of this now?
So, do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth, too. And if you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me.
Stop. I can't.
The mastermind behind all this. The one who awakened the curses of the 7 mysteries in order to use the right. Wasn't you, was it?
No. No, I wouldn't even know how to do that.
And picking up Michio Shiraishi's talisman was just coincidence, right?
Huh? Yeah, I already told you that.
Ah. Good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Nejima. You can stand on your own 2 legs. You can keep living without escaping into a fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your curse, too. It's not too late to atone for the hit and run, for using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can, because you're my daughter. And after that, just live the best life that you can.
Dad! Boss! 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 Hey, Tanuki. Boss!
That day, at 6:18 p.m., Ayame Tono was taken into custody. Tetsuo Tsutsumi death was confirmed at the same time. The 5 curse stones possessed by Tsutsumi, as well as the 3 given up by Ayame, lost their curse bearers. This temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Mio Kurosuzu to obtain them and seal them away without difficulty. The Yin talisman possessed by Ayame Tono was recovered and entrusted to Mio Kurosuzu as well. Hey there, Zoro, how's it going? Thus, any massacre that could potentially be caused by this iteration of the curses was prevented before it could ever happen. Or so it seemed.
No!
Alright, I didn't read these resentful memories. Hold on. At the Taiko of Tsugaru, the deep sound of drums once more reverberates through the night air.
How long has it been since we started hearing them each day? Could it be coming from the daimyo's residence? I've heard they have a drum in their fire watchtower, instead of wooden clackers. But I don't see any fire. So why are they sounding the drum? Then one morning, a body was found. Isn't that old man Kanzo, the ukiyo-e painter? He lived nearby, but had been down and out for years, despite his best efforts to sell his works. Every now and then, his granddaughter would visit, and he would teach her to paint. It was the old man's only pleasure. One day, his granddaughter told him about her dreams. Curses, souls, resurrection. Hearing her tale, the old man was gripped by a sudden zeal and began to paint with great fervor. His work quickly became famous, enchanting all those who viewed the strange imagery. Even the daimyo had taken notice. What could possibly have happened? The people whispered amongst each other. It looked almost as if he had been beaten like a drum. Literally what? What about this one? Whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location are all known. Okoma was a lovely woman. She was spirited, worked hard, and lived a frugal yet pleasant life until her husband hanged himself. Oh, well, okay. My husband? A swindler? Who would believe such a thing? Okoma was determined to clear her husband's name. That is when she met Tomezo, a man that was a stranger to these parts. This man must be the one of the daimyo's spies. It appears that after my husband, I will be next. So be it. But what is he hunting for? Okama, putting on the airs of a woman mourning her husband, went to the bridge nightly to seek information from Tomezo. She soon discovered that she was right and that her husband had been deceived. Okama decided to bring her newfound knowledge to the daimyo, much to Tomezo's alarm. Angered at having been misled, he confronted her on the bridge, but Okama would not listen. She cursed him, called him vile names, and eventually his patience had worn thin. Blood splattered everywhere, and by the time he returned to his senses, it was already too late. He looked over the bridge into the river of blood below, and saw the corpse of a woman missing both an arm and a leg. Sheesh. Jun Erio? We get to play as Erio now? Word. Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. Can't take my mind off the curse bearer who was never found.
Oh, it's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Yako home safely?
Yep, we sent her home in a patrol car earlier. Apparently she put up quite a fuss, saying she wanted to see things through to the end.
Thank you. The Feast of Shadows was starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous.
Oh god, we're back here at the... Fuck, why are we here, man? I don't want to be here. Dude, this place stings. We still don't know who the Whispering Canal... Ooh. We still don't know who the Whispering Canal is. 8 p.m. With no one around, this place is silent as the grave. No one wants to go out at night in these parts, after everything that's happened over the past 2 days.
Oh!
What's wrong?
Next is Detective Erio?
What? I can't get my mind off the remaining curse stone, the Whispering Canal, and who the mastermind is. But we have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. How's it going with the 2 talismans? Have you figured out the location of the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll?
I have, more or less. When I combined the contents of the 2 talismans, they formed a seal which could be undone. The things inside the talisman that looked like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll kept folded up by the seal.
Who would have thought the talismans actually contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin Scroll then. What's it say?
Well, there's one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me some trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out.
Okay, unlocking the seal? Got it, sure thing. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it.
Wow, I didn't expect you to be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring. Okay, let's see. There are 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in the correct order. Each seal has a different design. A carp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed.
Remove the 5 seals in the right order.
Okay.
If we get it wrong, is it going to, you know, go boom?
Huh? No, we'll just have to try again. I tested it once already.
Oh, you already tried it yourself. So brave.
I think it's devised so the seal can only be undone if the curses for the right have already been unleashed. I think that's a hint to opening it. And I think there's a hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Just let me know when you're ready.
Guess it makes sense for such an important document to be sealed so tight. It might help to talk things over with Mio if I get stuck. Okay, hold on. I have a feeling... Okay, so... The carp, the light, beech leaf, taiko drum, and reed. Is it in the order of the 7 mysteries as they are presented to us? So, a carp, a light, the beech, taiko, and reed. That's the exact order that it comes from. Taiko drum seal. Light. Reed. Carp. Beech leaf. Damn.
I don't think that was right.
Nope, no good.
It won't explode or anything, so we might as well give it a try.
I see, okay. Is that it? Okay, let's try again.
Let's look at our files. All right, we're gonna have to pull out the Word document, everyone.
So yeah, there's the carp. The light. The beech tree. Taiko drum. And the reed. So... how am I supposed to put these together? Carp, light, leaf, drum, reed. The Honjo incident. The light could also be the ever-burning lantern. Okay, let's just go like straight down the thing. Nah, that would have been too easy. Okay.
Yeah, the curse stone designs. That might mean there's some order to the 7 mysteries of Honjo that correspond to them.
I see. Okay, okay. Is it the order in which they appeared? So that would be if we're doing order that they appeared, it'd be carp first, beech, reed, seal, taiko.
I saw a meme. Somebody made an art meme of like Erio, and Mio's like, "You've done 119 out of the 120 possible permutations." Okay, then the other option could be Carp, Leaf, Light, Reed, Tycho. Fuck. What am I missing? The seal was applied during the Edo period, so it probably has to do with the events that took place. I'll look up the resentful memories for the mysteries that correspond with the 5 seals. These are fragments of the dying moments of those who became the curse echoes. Reading closely, doesn't it feel like there's a connection between them? Oops. Oh my god, okay. Jinkichi. Okay, wait, okay, Jinkichi. Memories of the young couple and their daughter. He lost everything. His mind turns to the Omyoji woman. It was all her doing. The light of the man's life began to fade as regret, anger washed over his turns. Or what about this one? A man, a local named Jinkichi, was known for his kind temperament. Okay. Okay. So, it'd go Evergreen Beach and then Whispering Canal. I think we know that much so far. Let's see. Old Man Konzo. Okay, what about this one here? She was a lovely woman, she was spirited, worked hard, and lived a frugal yet pleasant life until her husband hanged himself. Okay, so it would go... Evergreen Beach, One-Sided Reed, and then Whispering Canal. That's what we know for now. Let me read the Evergreen Beach again. That's what I tried doing too, Tanuki. It didn't work out. The old craftsman was found in a miserable state, as if sentenced to a cruel fate. Perhaps he'd ended his own life. Okay, so it would go Tycho, Evergreen, One-Sided Reed, Whispering Canal, Okay, so we know the order of 4. It's either this beckoning light comes first or last. I think it'll be last. So it would be Tycho. Oh god. Okay. Tycho, Beach, Reed, Carp, Light.
Yeah! Awesome. Wow, you got it right. It's open. It took 5 tries, but you did it.
This bitch is fucking calling me out, dude. I can't believe her. I just needed some time to get warmed up, that's all.
Now we can finally read what's written inside. Let's see.
The Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. It is said that Seimon Tsuchimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared that the descendants of those involved in the Honjo incident might become cursed and used in the collection of soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. The existence of the Yin Scroll was indicated in a postscript added in the Record of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It is believed to have been inherited by a descendant of Seimon. The text has been preserved in the form of 2 talismans held by Hajime Yoshimi and Michio Shiraishi. It contains a full account of the Honjo incident, and the following is written in Seimon's hand. I bequeath this scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my curse echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. My spirit, that is my own consciousness.
What a hell, Bulbasaur?
Okay. So his curse echo, which I think is the beckoning light, continuation of his bloodline. Well, Hajime and Michio are dead. And his spirit, his own consciousness. What the fuck, dude? Mio's even mad.
I see.
What does it say?
First, it is a detailed account of the tragedy surrounding the Rite of Resurrection that occurred in Honjo back in the Edo period. The whole story of what we call the Honjo incident is laid out clearly.
That incident was the origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo and their curses, right?
Yes, the resentment of the victims of the incident turned into curses, which are the curse echoes. The contents are organized like an answer sheet, so it doesn't just give us the information we need.
Ah. Is there anything else?
Yes, here's what we've been looking for. I bequeath this scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident, it says.
Whoa, he foresaw all of this happening.
And it continues. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my curse echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. And my mind, that is my own consciousness. Wow, if we gather these 3 things in one place, Seimon's rite of cleansing will activate and completely negate the curses and the rite of resurrection.
Oh, that's it. That's exactly what we need.
The 3 things are Seimon's soul, body, and mind. It says the soul is Seimon's curse echo.
His curse echo? So Seimon himself is part of the 7 mysteries?
Now that you mention it, Mr. Araishi said something along those lines before. There's another hint written here. My curse echo holds my curse. My curse brings ruin to curse bearers.
What kind of hint is that? Maybe it'll make more sense as we keep looking?
But will the curse echo still appear if the curse bearer is already gone? Next, the body is a descendant of Seimon's, it seems.
Wasn't Yoshimi a relative of Seimon?
He and Michio Shiraishi.
Who had the other talisman?
Both of them are already passed by this time. By the time this incident this iteration of the curses was unleashed.
Damn, that's true. What are we gonna do?
His bloodline was so split up. There have to be others. Oh, there's another note here too.
And the note says, "This is also my this is also my descendant." Where? Is it another hint?
As for the body, seek not only one who bears my blood, but one with strong spirit sense. Such an individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, to instead take control of that spirit themselves. So it says.
Do we know of anyone like that?
I can't think of anyone. Let's move on for now.
Is it Yoko? We haven't seen Yoko since, like, 2 nights ago.
Next is the mind.
What's the difference between mind and soul?
In paranormal theory, it's said that humans are made up of soul, body, and mind. The mind is essentially thought to be the part of the spirit that makes up one's consciousness or oneself. It's like driving. The body is the car, the soul is the control system, and the mind is the driver.
I see. I think that makes sense. So, is there a hint for finding this one too?
Well, let's see. There's this. Should the rite of resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. Seimon tried to seal away the rite of resurrection, but before he could, Ashino stole the Record of Fates. So, as a countermeasure to the rite being activated, he made it so that his mind would be released from the seal.
Okay, but what does that actually mean?
What it means is, Seimon's mind awoke the night the rite was activated and must be possessing someone out there right now.
What?
So we have to get that person together with everything else.
Alright, so we have to find the Curse Echo, the Descendant, and the person possessed by Seimon. Then we just get them together in one place and we'll be good to go.
Right, but there's one thing. The second and third ones could both be the same person.
Oh. But who could that be?
If it's like how Michio lost her memories when she was possessing Yako, Seimon's consciousness might not be aware of who it really is. So, if he learned the truth, would he start to act of his own accord?
Oh, then that person could already be...
Oh, hold on a second. Someone's coming this way.
Huh?
Excuse me, could I interrupt for just a moment?
Yoko! Hey, we were just talking about you, girl. You still look fresh to death.
Who might you be? Would you buy this empty can of juice I just finished drinking for 10,000 yen?
Huh?
I'll even throw in these bones from some fried chicken. You can't beat a deal like this. I don't really want them. Don't say that. Come on, they're delicious. Actually, I thought I might just have a picnic right here. Won't you join me? Sorry, I don't understand. What should we do?
Well, it's not like we need this exact spot and we can't do anything with other people around. Let's just move somewhere else. I don't want to hit next. I don't want to hit next, chat. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no, dude. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God, they're both dead, dude.
Sorry, we're in the middle of something, so we'll just be on our way. What?
It hurts.
This is a curse.
Oh, fuck, dude, I knew it. I knew it. Fuck.
I'm so sad, man. Oh man, damn it, Yoko, Yoko, I trusted you. How could you? Takanari Ishiyama. Presented by Squeenix. You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. This brings the story of the 7 mysteries of Honjo to a close. And who could have foreseen such a conclusion? Unfortunately, it seems the so-called mastermind was one step ahead of you. She remains hidden, leaving behind no evidence. Perhaps there is truly no way to stop her. However, should you find that this conclusion is not to your liking, by all means, please pursue a different path. You have done it once before, so I am sure you already know how. With that, I shall be taking my leave. I have been your humble storyteller. Good night. Let's do here. Actually, fuck, wait. Story chart? Okay, let's see. Oh, fuck, okay. One of these has to be, like, super important. Okay. Let's just keep going like this. What if we refuse? It's only if we're hiding something from her. We know her conditions now. Yeah, let's skip through all this because we've already gone through it, so. Now we gotta fix Yoko. Fumichika Nejima. I have to think about the way that her curses work. Because her curse works by saying, not by saying, but it's if we're hiding something. Yeah, I just heard the noise, okay. I forgot I have to do that. Okay. Yeah, since we know how her curse works, if we as long as we don't activate it, we're fine. Don't give up the curse stone.
Sorry, but that won't make me back down.
Ma'am, that lighter. When did you?
What? My clothes are on fire.
There does not need to be an open flame, as long as there's a spark of fire on you.
What the fuck? Damn, that's brutal. Okay, yeah, we've done this one before. But this is just gonna give me that previous ending. Hmm. There's another end there, but how do I get it? Let's just start from the beginning. Maybe something has changed. Hmm. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Hold on.
Okay. Let's continue.
What does that say? Is this what it's like to be rushing to one's doom? There has to be something. What, like some gimmick or something? Hmm. Richter, help me! I'm gonna give it one more shot and see where this goes. And then if I don't get what I'm looking for, I think I might just look something up, just so we don't run too late today.
Hey Reina, what's up? I've been good. How you doing?
Fuck, okay. It's her last resort. Richter! I need you, bro. Work is mad work. Sorry. I feel you, though. It has to be one of these here. Ah, there we go. And I'm died. Oh no, I'm gonna get beat up. Ma'am, ma'am. Damn, did she fulfill the conditions?
She sure did. Okay, it's time for a beatdown. Jeez, why don't you try to hide it now? Why did you try to hide it now of all times? I wouldn't have come if you weren't a curse bearer.
And I get beat the fuck up, dude.
Ah, stop! Too bad. She's already dead.
This is horrific.
I'll be taking your custode. Oh, huh? All the haunting clappers needed was a source of fire. That was a close one. Now then, what will you do, Mr. Investigator? You're not a curse bearer, so I don't have any reason to kill you. But I won't show you mercy if you're going to try and capture me. So what'll it be?
I still don't know how her curse works. It's too risky to make a move.
Your employer's already dead anyway, so there's no reason for you to go out of your way to arrest me, right?
I could still do my duty as a citizen and report you, you know.
Oh, what a surprise. This is when you decide to suddenly choose the side of righteousness? She was after the same thing, you know? There's no clean hands when it comes to soul dregs. Well, it looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave then. Bye-bye.
Boom. And I'm died. Upon killing Haruo Shigima, a fellow curse bearer, Ayame Tono obtained more than enough soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. However, it turned that resurrecting someone who died a long time ago required an even larger amount. To fulfill her heart's deepest desires, she'd need to harvest more. So, she waited for the sun to set, for when the Feast of Shadows effects were at its peak. And she used the one-sided reed curse stone she had stolen from Fumichika Nejima. With it, she proceeded to kill all those whose personal information she knew, starting with those who mattered least to her. About the one-sided reed, kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. Many of them were random men, gullible and disposable, drawn in by the allure of a female university student. One noteworthy victim among them was Tetsuo Tsutsumi, who, being a curse bearer himself, was promptly targeted for his soul dregs. Tsutsumi's death threw the investigation efforts into disarray, allowing Ayame to evade capture. Afterwards, she acquired various address registers and phone books and systematically killed the people listed in them. Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to suddenly have their limbs severed, The strange deaths shook society to its core. The most sane art student.
Damn, this bitch laughing? For real? Yeah, she went a little dummy with that shit, man. She went a little stupid with that, for real. For real, for real.
But all things must come to an end, and so in time, the killings stopped. Sometime after the killings, a modern-day genius female ukiyo-e artist burst into the art scene. She introduced herself as the mysterious Mad Paintress, and her fame grew quickly as she presented one incredible work after another. Praised as the modern reincarnation of Katsushika Hokusai, she quickly made her own mark on history. Ayame's inspiration, ending 4. Big fart. How is this the end? Wait, there's no way. Ending 3, ending 4, ending 5, ending 2. Ending 1. Eh? I think this one just ends the same, doesn't it? Hold on. Yeah, it does. Okay. I think maybe I can go back to Shogo's thing. Cock. Let me see. Okay, so I was not wrong, chat. I did have to go back to Shogo. There is an ending 6. Okay. So, to unlock this ending, we need to go to... I think this one here. And we start talking to Takumi. Because remember this? The hell is that? It looks like a light floating in midair. We look away. Look at him again. And now it's closer. Whoa, it's coming closer. Is this another one of the 7 mysteries? Touch it. Huh? Am I supposed to touch it? It's because Shogo has to be a fucking guy, right? He has to be one of the dudes. Bam! Look at that. Cleansing. When the body, soul, and mind of Seimon Tsuchimikado have all been brought together, the rite of cleansing is activated, dispelling all rituals and curses that have previously been performed. My. Finally, you have arrived at this juncture. I expected no less from you. That would mean that you have managed to bring everything to light. Though there is the possibility that you have wound up here by chance. So before I take you any further, I must ask you a number of questions. What about what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Seimon Tsuchimikado are? Firstly, which curse echo represents the soul of Seimon Tsuchimikado? The beckoning light. Yes, that is exactly it. After his defeat at the hands of Ashino in the Honjo incident, Seimon wandered about near Honji. The form of his curse echo changed over time with the legend he left behind. This is the curse echo which was acquired by Mayu Chozawa. But when called forth by Seimon's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let us continue. Who served as the self of Seimon Tsuchimikado? Who was his body, his descendant who carried his blood in their veins? Shogo. Correct again. Although Shogo Okie was born to an ordinary family, the blood of a distant relative ran thick in his veins. In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukunaga. She was also one who had the blood of a distant relative coursing through her. In her case, it was Ashino. Seimon and Ashino fated to meet again all these hundreds of years later. Now, for my final question. Who is the mind of Seimon Tsuchimikado? Tell me the name of the person whose consciousness was tied directly to his. Shogo? Oh, I see. You believe it to be Shogo. I think I know. I'm afraid that is not it. The answer to this is most important, so please answer me once more. Me. It's gotta be me. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Is it under the name that I put in the game, Aki? Are you saying you believe it to be yourself? Are you certain? Yes, you are correct. Finally, you have remembered. That's right. You are. Seimon's consciousness, awoken by the curses and the rite of resurrection. However, having lost your memories, you forgot about the duty assigned to you. This is, if I may say so, where I played my part, guiding you through the events of this story. As your consciousness was all that was left of you, you manipulated time and space by way of the story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel, and manipulated your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. In doing so, you were able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But at one point, while still unconscious, you managed to remember your duty. The so-called mastermind behind these events The one who awakened the right and the curses was Yoko Fukunaga, descendant of Ashino herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. How interesting that she awakened Seimon's consciousness at the same time as the curses. That was the one and only time she could have been stopped. Ah, but due to your influence on Shogo Okie's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life. Using the story chart to undo her death, I led you to believe that it was the work of the Rite of Resurrection itself. As it turns out, seeing what would transpire if the mastermind was not killed at the outset is what ultimately revealed the way to put an end to the curses for good. These were certain things which would have answered all your questions, had you noticed them. For example, even while under your control, Shogo Okie willingly used his curse. Yeah, I knew that one. When I asked you early on how many Shogo Okie had killed, this is what I meant. Had you not used the curse, Shogo Okie would have done so of his own accord. Furthermore, Mayu Chozawa was able to recall information which only you knew. She was able to do this because she was connected to you through her curse echo, the beckoning light. Ooh. In truth, Yoko is a descendant of Onmyoji, who continued to practice in modern times. Her ancestor, Ashino, attempted to steal the Rite of Resurrection in Honjo during the Edo period. Born with exceptional spirit sense, Yoko learned about her own ancestry while researching her roots and was disappointed to find her bloodline had fallen into mediocrity. She became consumed with the ambition to restore her family's lost glory through her own powers and devised a scheme to succeed where Ashino failed and performed the Rite of Resurrection. Yoko continued her training, developing her spiritual and curse powers until she discovered the Record of Fates, which offered clues regarding the rite. She plotted to use the curse of the 7 mysteries of Honjo to gather a large number of soul dregs by calling forth curse echoes and setting the stage for mutual slaughter. The ultimate plan involved invoking a large-scale feast of shadows, awakening the curses, performing the rite herself, and bringing together enough soul dregs to revive Ashino. Since the effects of the curses increased the more people know and fear them, she first entrusted the Record of Fates to local historian Hideki Araishi, who could be used to easily spread the rumors. She also contacted Fumichika Nejima, a criminal with a deep understanding of mystic arts, to obtain the curse stones needed to gather soul dregs. Unsurprisingly, Nejima was very interested in the story of Ashino and readily agreed to aid his revival. Damn, bro, she was the mastermind the whole time! While carrying out these steps, Yoko learned of the existence of the Yin Scroll, which threatened to thwart her plans. She added a note about the scroll in the Record of Fates before giving it to Araishi, intending to acquire it before it could pose an issue. Through her investigations, Yoko discovered that Hajime Yoshimi was a descendant of Seimon and threatened him with a curse in an effort to scare him into revealing the whereabouts of the Yin Scroll. While Hajime bravely resisted Yoko's threats, she killed him with the curse to ensure Seimon's descendant would not stand in her way. As her preparations were coming together, Yoko obtained the seemingly less dangerous curse stone of a Whispering Canal. Wait, how did she kill Hajime? What curse did she use? Yoko obtained the seemingly less dangerous curse stone of the Whispering Canal in order to become a curse bearer, a necessity for gathering the curse stones for the Feast of Shadows. Shogo Okie, also a descendant of Seimon, was eyed as a potential risk factor and contacted to ensure he would be located nearby and subject to monitoring. However, unaware that the spirit of Seimon would be awakened within Shogo as soon as she invoked the curse, Yoko's plan was thwarted when she was immediately cursed to death by Seimon. Now, allow me to ask you one last question. If you, knowing all that you know now, had the ability to resurrect one life, what would you do? I wouldn't want it. This is a new choice. I would destroy it. Oh, I see. That was Seimon's original intention. I apologize for leaving it out of the options when I first asked you this question. Now, it's time to bring things to a close. Upon your arrival here, the rite of cleansing was activated, dispelling all other rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts, and then we shall leave this world behind for good. Thank you, truly, for all the work you have done.
Shogo Okie.
Huh? That's what happened. I can't believe it. I finally understand. Yeah, I was the one who did that to Yoko. The blood of the Onmyoji that's inside me broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko... Oh, wait, right. Shit, dude. I forgot. Dude. You guys know what the beckoning light does? Kills by means of the curse they possess. Or sorry, it kills someone who has become a curse bearer. That's immediate, like, that's God mode. That's why she died. That's why she died the way she did. She had the Whispering Canal the whole time, and that's why she died by the Whispering Canal. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Literally no you moment. She was the one who awakened the curses of the Seven Mysteries and cast the Feast of Shadows. And the only way to stop all of it was to put a stop to her here. Otherwise, the rite of cleansing might have been negated too. I wonder how much of it was really her doing all those things. Yoko. I guess that explains why I felt like it was fate when this all started. Though she didn't seem to notice. I guess things were always destined to end like this, from the moment we met. I wish we could have met under different circumstances. No. No point thinking like that now. God, I need a drink. I'm thinking a Moscow Mule. Or 2. Or 3. A Moscow Mule in honor of her. Hot away at 12 a.m.? Baby girl. How's it going, baby girl? Ma'am? What is it?
Just a dream. It seems that it was all just a dream. I dreamt that there was such a thing as the rite of resurrection. Just a dream.
I'm sorry to say it, but there isn't.
Right. Of course not.
But even if there's no such thing, I promise you that I will get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, I happen to find a very important lead from over a year ago. Something that's evaded our reach until now. An eyewitness from the scene of the kidnapping.
I see.
Tetsuo Tsutsumi.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the hell is this? The medical unit told me to get down here. What happened?
As I was looking into Yoshimi's death at the former Yasuda Gardens, another body was discovered at a different park in the area. Could they be related?
It sure looks like it, but...
Excuse me, we found this among the victim's belongings. Thought you'd want to know. What's this? What the hell? Boss! Look what was in the Look what was in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo.
What?
And the picture. There's an X drawn on it and a bunch of weird symbols and a hole where his heart should be.
No.
Do you think... I mean, could this be some kind of curse or something?
How many times do I have to tell you not to try to connect everything to the occult? Damn it. Is this a Nakagoshi case after all?
What was that, boss?
Don't worry about it. Make sure you put that photo into evidence. There's no doubt this is related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep of the area. I'm gonna make a phone call.
Got it. Leave it to me. Spend as long as you want on the phone. Yako at 1 a.m.
Mio, it turns out Michio really did die in an accident.
Yeah, if we ask around, we might be able to get a little more information.
I guess there never really was such a thing as the rite of resurrection. But I did feel like there was a spirit watching over us.
Damn it, why? Nothing's happening. But now my contract won't be... No. I should never have believed in this blasted record of fates. To all of you watching from far, far away. The rite of resurrection has never existed, not in any world, not in any time. So I ask you to take the life you hold, and move boldly forward, one step at a time. Richter, Iwai's out. Do you want to question him? Hang on, Ario. I want to get enough evidence for a search warrant. Let him go for now, and I'll follow him.
That's the kidnapper?
Yes, I'm the one who did it. So please, help me. She's always following me.
I'm so sorry, Michio. I had no idea.
What? Hajime was killed by this Yoko Fukunaga? How can that be? He wasn't the kind of guy who would just be picked off like that. You know that. Yeah, and Boss is hiding something. There seems to be some kind of secret hidden in Hajime's family tree. Let me see if I can find out what it is.
I had heard you would be absent today. Is there something you need?
Well, I seem to have this spirit sense thing all of a sudden. I know it's the sort of thing our chairwoman doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it.
You could have called. Didn't think you were the standoffish type. I had to find out from EY.
Whoops, sorry. I forgot all about my favorite chief inspector.
The hell are you planning?
Nothing so heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Makoto Ashimiya after all. Nothing but a lowly janitor. How are things with you? Getting along with your daughter?
So they're just like friends now?
Well, you know, more or less.
And that's it, guys. We've seen every ending for Paranormasight. What did you guys think? I feel like we went through so much together, and I don't know, I kind of feel like it's a little cheap that they went like Well, actually, if you... actually, it was her this whole time, and if you killed her early in the night, everything just solves itself at the end of the day. But I mean, I guess, you know, in the end, we killed Shoko. In the end, Yoko is the only one, and Hajime. Yoko and Hajime are the only ones who ended up dying during this whole ordeal. As well, and Michio. As opposed to this ending where it seems like everybody still goes through the same sort of character development. Mostly, you know, I'm glad that Mio and and Yako still had their little girl time thing. They're definitely dating. But I feel like the development between like Tsutsumi and his daughter, I felt like I don't even know if that really goes anywhere, because I felt like it went to a pretty good direction in the bad timeline, quote unquote. But I mean, I guess if, you know, if we did go towards this, the ending 5, we'd have lost Erio, we would have lost Tsutsumi, we would have lost Mio, Nejima would be dead, the teacher would be dead. I know he's a sleazeball, but he'd be dead. There's just a lot more deaths in the timeline that we played versus this last one here. But like, I don't know. I like it. We ended up fixing Haruwe in the end, right? That's what matters. And Shogo lives. I'm happy that Shogo gets to live.
Endo. And that's it. That's all she wrote, chat. That's all she wrote. Case closed.
I wish they had, I mean, I know the reason why they gave us Mayu Chozawa. That was a cool bit. I always thought it was kind of weird how there was like this really big gap between Haruwe and Shogo. So I guess that's why it did that. Huh. Oh, by the way, there's a file 23 that shows up at the end of the game. You guys want to see what file 23 is? Thank you for playing our game all the way to the very end. We look forward to the day we can present you with another Paranormasight. Sincerely yours, Nakagoshi? What? You're the chief inspector? Not the chief inspector, the department head. But hey, we did it! I would say, like, overall, my impressions or my review of Paranormasight is that I had a lot of fun. It was a very, very enjoyable experience. It took me, I'd say, almost twice as long to complete it than, well, not really twice as long, but like, most people finish this game in like 12 hours. I finished it in like 16 apparently. But I am very excited to see if Square Enix will put in money towards continuing the Paranormasight line. I think that it has a lot of potential as an anthology series. I really don't want it to be like a franchise sequel series, right? If they make another Paranormasight, they're going to have to they're going to have to make it an anthology series, because they can't just be like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring back Tsutsumi and Yako in the next game because they've got more stuff to investigate, you know? I think the only person that I would have them bring back is Mio, because Mio is such a fun character. And I'm gonna have you guys hold. I'm gonna hold that thought because I have to use the bathroom again. Okay, sorry for all the bathroom breaks, chat. I'm a very hydrated boy tonight. But I'd really like to see another Paranormasight. I really hope that they bring it. I'm so skeptical that they're not going to give us another Paranormasight just because of how, like, I wouldn't even call it underground. It's just Paranormasight is a game that nobody knows about unless somebody tells you about it. And that's like the biggest crime that Square Enix did with this game. TBH. Because Paranormasight is a fantastic, very fantastic game and experience. And like, I think over time, Paranormasight is going to gain the popularity that it deserves. But currently, it's going to take a while. Because right now, on Steam, there is only 470 reviews for it. Okay? If we compare that to, like, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, right? That has almost 3,000 reviews. So, I think that this is a future cult classic title, and it's gonna take a while for it to gain some traction in the fandom. I mean, I'm over here on like Twitter and Tumblr looking up art because like I really like the characters in this game, and you know, I'm glad that I picked it up. I was on the fence about it. The only reason I heard about this game was because I saw a Square Enix newsletter in my inbox, and I was clearing out my inbox and I saw it in there, so I was like, huh, let's check it out. Or no, actually, it wasn't even like because of the newsletter. I think it was because I was trying to filter my emails so that I could see if I got into the FanFest Final Fantasy 14 FanFest member like raffle thing. So I wasn't even looking for this for anything really until, you know, that ended up happening. So I guess you can say that it's thanks to Final Fantasy 14 that I found Paranormasight. And you know what? I am happy. I am satisfied. But that's it. We're done. We're finished with Paranormasight. I can't wait to see how my friends react to the ending. Because I've been watching a friend play on the side. And yeah. So